Welcome to the Mind Pursuit podcast, and this is a continuation of the last episode. I'm with Susan, my sister, who is going to tell us more about her journey. So you had mentioned about your childhood. Tell me more about how your entrepreneurship journey began.
As I mentioned, I grew up in a family of 4, being the eldest.
Yeah.
So responsibility was bestowed on me at a very young age. Yeah. My father was employed then.
Yeah.
And my mom, the bit I remember, at some point she was employed.
Yeah.
And then she left employment to now go into business.
Yeah.
So she introduced me to her business when I was very young.
Yeah.
I will be able to get into any department in that business.
Yeah.
For whatever purpose, whatever help she needed, I was the help. Yeah. So one time you're in sales.
Yeah.
The next you're doing you're in finance.
Yeah.
The next you're dealing with your HR, you're dealing with employees.
Yeah.
The next you're a cleaner.
Yeah.
So I was able to juggle many hats.
Yeah.
In her business. Mm-hmm. And I was able to learn how a business operates, the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Because she would allow me to deal with debtors and creditors. Mm-hmm. I would deal with the clients. Mm-hmm. I'll get orders. Yeah. Come back to the shop. Yeah. And make sure they are fulfilled by the employees. Yeah. She would let me deal with the bank. Mm-hmm. If there was any money to be banked, or if we needed to talk to the bank because a check is hitting the account and you need the bank to pay it and the funds are not enough. Dealing with the suppliers. I met some of the suppliers, but I did not have the leeway of dealing with the suppliers yet. Mm-hmm. But I was there in her conversations with them, and I was able to understand how you're able to negotiate for the business. Mm-hmm. What else? I literally learned business from her. Mm-hmm. I am what I am because of her. Yes. So from that point, I was still in school. Mm-hmm. So I finished school. In our time, during our times, your parents choose what you would pursue. Yeah. I wanted to become a nurse. That was a failed dream. My parents wanted me to become an accountant because I was very good in mathematics and English. But you see, those two will not get you into any accounts office. You need other things. Yeah. So first I went to
Kenya Poly.
Kenya Poly.
Yeah.
So I went to Kenya Poly because I wanted to become a nurse so bad.
Yeah. And what was leading you to want to be a nurse?
I had a friend. Mm-hmm. The way I was telling you, relationships are very important. Yeah. I had a friend. Yeah. She was my teacher. Yeah. And she was my friend. Yeah. Her name is Julie. Julie really mentored me in my high school era. Wow. So when I cleared school, she was a nun. Yeah. So they had a school at those sides of Kikuyu, someplace that they were teaching nursing. So she actually felt that I would make a really good nurse. Whatever she saw, God bless her soul. Yes. Yeah. But maybe I would. We will never know. Yeah. Yeah. So Julie believed that I would make a very good nurse. And I actually also believed that I would actually make a good nurse. Yeah. So when I did not perform very well in my sciences, I went to Kenya Poly to upgrade. Yeah. Gen Z will not understand what I'm saying. You upgrade, you go redo that subject so that you get the main score for you to now get into whatever you want to get into. I still failed. Yeah. So nursing dream, dead. Yeah. So we started with the journey of accounts. Yeah. I tried those courses, accounting and law failed me over and over. Yeah. So accounts did not work. Yeah. at some point, I think it was very frustrating for my parents because they couldn't understand what is the perfect fit for me. At this age, I'm at around, I think, 18. With Julie, she also introduced me to another guy in Kitengela.
Yeah.
That guy got me a job.
Wow.
At EPZ.
Oh, wow.
With my waiting card, because I cleared high school at 17 years.
Yeah.
So when you clear that year after high school, you're supposed to get your ID. So we used to be given a waiting card.
Yeah.
So with my waiting card, one company at EPZ employed me.
Yeah. I
was a HR assistant.
Yeah.
So I now started actually getting my own money.
Yeah.
At 18.
Yeah.
And school now ikaanza kurudi far and further away.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm doing all these things. As much as I'm going to school, I'm still from EPZ, I started doing some other to small gigs here and there.
Yeah.
So I'm getting money. So I'm not seeing any value in school. Yeah. So at some point, my parents were really frustrated.
Yeah.
They wanted me to actually settle. My dad will think, wewe utaolewa and ni sawa. Mambo yako ya shule imetushinda. Ukiolewa utasaidika.
I can picture how
he says it. Because there was like, I understand them now that I'm a parent.
Yeah.
Because they tried. Like, this person, we've paid to do end up, it's not working out.
Yeah.
You said you want, it's not working out. What will we do? So my dad was like, let's tukubali fate. She's a pretty girl. She will get married.
Yeah.
Hataona shida.
Oh, wow.
But my mother was like, you need to do something.
Yeah.
So at some point, I think aliweza convinced my dad.
Yeah.
My dad took me. Like, we literally got into a matatu and went to Westlands.
Oh, wow.
And he got me into, there's a college, I don't know if it's still there, Graffins.
Yeah.
So Graffins, I got in, I started doing marketing. Yes. I did marketing in Graffins.
Yeah.
Then from there, at least trajectory kaanza kukaa ni kama there's hope.
Yeah.
As far as school is concerned, because this, as I said, I was making money.
Yeah.
So as far as school is concerned, because my mom was very strict. As much as you're making money, you still have to go to school.
Yeah.
So the trajectory was looking good because now I'm doing marketing. I finished my diploma in marketing. Then I went to another school just there in Tao, Bomblast. There was a school there. I can't remember the name. Went there, did my public relations diploma. After that, I went and did business management. Yeah. Actually, when I was going to do business management, it's mami was like, unajua tu ni biashara itakukubali sasa. Twende ufanye business management. Me, I didn't even know what business management was. But she was like, we need to salvage this one. Because now you see my siblings, now you guys are almost clearing school.
Yeah.
Ako anataka hiyo pressure.
Yeah.
And I think also she didn't want me to influence my siblings to not going to, like, to further their studies.
Yeah.
So she really needed to get it right with me. So I went and did my business management course way back.
Yeah.
And that is where we stopped. From there, now I started getting gigs. I'm doing so many things.
Yeah.
And I'm able to get a few coins.
Yeah.
And life was good.
Yeah.
Yes. So how I got into business is that I stopped focusing on which degree I'll do so that I can get a job. And I started just doing gigs for me and making money.
Yeah.
So I was employed at an insurance agency. And not even, it is an insurance company. When I was there, I used to sell clothes.
Yeah.
My mother was selling clothes.
Yeah.
So I will pick her, she will give me shoes and a few things and handbags.
Yeah.
And I will carry them to work.
Yeah.
Nauza natengeneza 500 yangu here and there. And that's how now I started actually leaning towards business more.
Yeah.
But still that was not enough.
Yeah.
When I was doing my business management course, I met my spouse. So soon after, he was still in campus. He's an accountant because life rewards.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my parents really wanted an accountant, and God said, say less.
Say no more.
Yes. So they brought a son who is an accountant.
Yeah.
So I met my husband then. So I was finishing off with my business management, and he was still in campus. And then we went for an open interview at a company in Westlands. We just saw it on the newspaper. Like you walk into the interview, and we went in, and I got the job.
Wow.
So that's how I got a job that I'd say actually changed who I was and who I am. Yeah. I got to work under a very good guy.
Wow.
His name is Vishal. Vishal was an amazing boss. He was strict. He taught me discipline. He taught me to be relentless. He taught me patience. And he taught me what business was about. Because he used to say, Susan, we don't beg for business. And then I was like, we need to beg for business because how are we going to hit our targets? We need to beg for it.
Yeah.
But he made me understand that if someone wants to actually buy your goods, they will. They'll not give you 100 reasons as to why your goods are not at par.
Yeah.
So that really helped me, even when I was getting into my own line of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So from Vishal's side, I quit employment in many years, 15 or so years ago.
Yeah.
But with business, you get scared. So I got out, tried business, and I was like, salary was good.
Yeah.
I went back in.
Yeah.
Because with salary, there's consistency.
Yeah.
You're sure when the month begins, at the end of the month, you have X amount and you're able to plan your bills.
Yeah.
With business, there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
The month may begin with a meal.
Yeah.
And by date 3, you have zilch.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
There's some sort of security in business. In employment.
Yeah.
But nothing rewards as business.
Wow.
Yes. I'm not saying you leave employment for business or you leave business for employment. But once, whatever line you're in, if it is working, good for you.
Yeah.
So for me, business worked. It has not been an easy journey, but it has been a very rewarding journey. I have learned, I've actually learned of me, to really understand who Susan is through business. I have learned to work on relationships. Everything is work.
Oh, wow.
It has tested my marriage. It has tested my family.
It
has tested the core of me.
And
to say that we're still here, it means we are doing something right.
Yes.
Let
me take you back a bit. You talk about you stepped out, you did it scared, going into business. Because now you are like, you can do employment, but it reached a point where you were fearful and you went back.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you tell us more? How did you cope and what was making
bills? Bills. When I left, my husband is just doing 2 side hustles. He was selling a few things here and there. And we were leaning towards, because we had already started the business aspect of it. So both of us were depending on the same income.
Okay.
So you get out and then you don't have the sure bet of how rent will be paid. Because now he had moved out of his parents' house. And the business has to pay all the expenses. And if the business cannot pay, who is working? See, I'm the one who is working, who is employed. So I have to pay. So it was scary because now you can't, the bills cannot run. No one, we cannot depend on the business. His hustle cannot pay the expenses that we were running then. So I got scared and I was like, at least when I go back, if I go back, there'll be some sort of stability. So that's why I went back. I went back to a competitor company, but I was just frustrated. I worked there for like 3 months and I was done. And I left completely. And we decided to literally focus on our business.
Oh, wow. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. I remember something you mentioned to me behind the camera, saying about you went back to your boss to beg for a job, to take the job back, and he was like,
no, because he kept saying you're built for, you're just coming because you're desperate now. Once you get your ducks in row, you will leave. So no, it hurt. But yeah, it's helped me to put things in perspective.
Yeah.
That if this person can actually see that I will make it, who am I to actually doubt myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can imagine. That was a mentor right there.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Any other highlights that you have?
In my
one thing that you can remember that you were able to pick in your during your time as an employee that you actually applied in your business.
Yes. Remember the Vishal guy?
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
Yeah.
He was very open.
Oh, okay.
Like he would let you be. As long as you're meeting your targets, you do what you need to do to make sure we get business.
Yeah.
He was strict, of course, as an employer.
Yeah.
Like we have values and we have structures, so those you have to abide to those.
Yeah.
But now he was not micromanaging anyone. As long as targets are being met, he's pushing volumes, he was fine.
Yeah.
So in that team that we had in that season, we really thrived. I'd like to think we really thrived. Wow. Yeah. So when that shifted, most of us left because now there are a lot of speed bumps that were being installed and we could not work like that. So most of us left. But what he did, I do that with my employees. When I hire, I let you know. My expectations are ABC. Our values are this, and this is the structure. I expect you to do your work. So I will not, I rarely, not even really, I don't follow employees. I don't. We are all adults. I've not employed anyone under 18. I expect you to know what you're supposed to do at the given time that you're supposed to do it. And funny thing, I've worked really well with my people. Yeah.
Wow. And maybe the last thing, how are you able to cope during that time when you're entering into entrepreneurship scared?
Oh, it was bad because I've left employment.
Yeah.
I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Finances, read finances.
Yeah.
So I've left employment. I'm getting married. Once I got married, I got pregnant. Twins. So in that 1 year, I got married, got pregnant, started a new business. We are now the business is literally new.
Yeah.
And I'm due in December.
Yeah.
So it was a very tough season. But that is not even the toughest. Because now the tough you come to see it after you've moved from focusing on the business and now you're focusing on your family. Because I'm the mother.
Yeah.
So somehow you have to make it work to juggle the business aspect and the family aspect. I cannot, you cannot, how do I say this? You cannot delegate motherhood. So as much as there's help, there are those things that you just have to do as a mother.
Yeah.
And that is my glass ball. I could not let that break for the rubber. So the rubber ball fell.
Yeah.
The rubber ball fell. It took a long time to bounce back, but it bounced back.
The rubber ball being
the business, yes. But on the motherhood side, I'd say that glass ball is intact. And I really thank God. For, as much as it was painful to actually have the rubber ball falling, it is rewarding to actually see my relationship with my boys now that they are grown.
Yeah, I realize you truly value family and being able to like really prioritize it. Is it something that you're able to learn from your childhood, or how did you come to put family as a top priority in your life?
I'd say yes. I'll give an example in my father.
Yeah.
Whenever my father went, it's strange, but my dad used to say, I am going to so-and-so's house.
Yeah.
And I'll be back at this time. Yeah. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
But if you went looking out for him, you will find him at so-and-so's house.
Yeah.
And if you did not go look out for him, he will be back at the same time that he said he will.
Yeah.
They used to really travel with my mom for mission. They are
2 people.
Yes.
I totally agree.
So they will leave on Thursday and come back on Sunday.
Yeah.
from Thursday to Sunday, I am the mother and the father of 3 other children.
Yeah.
Who I'm supposed to feed.
Yeah.
And make sure they don't break everything in the house.
Yeah.
So it brought me and my siblings together. Yeah, because now we learned that kusema ukweli, we have no one. We have no one else. So it brought us closer. To date, I think our family is really close knit, because I know you just need to tell one person a thing.
Oh my God!
And someone will call you from another continent,
I know,
asking about the same thing, and you're like, that was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we really show up for each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So I would like to replicate that with my family.
Yeah.
I always tell my sons, you need to know where your brother is at any given time. You don't have to be with him, but you need to know where your brother is.
Yeah.
So if one comes, they're twins, but somehow they go their separate ways. And I always ask them, where is X? Where is Y? You need to know exactly where your brother is. Because if your brother gets into trouble, you need to be there for your brother. Is all you have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how about your spouse?
My spouse, his family is different, I'd say. They talk when they talk.
Yeah.
I really don't understand that. But they are also close in a different way.
Yeah.
Because they also show up for each other.
Yeah.
They may not have the nitty-gritty details.
Yeah.
But once they find out X is having trouble somewhere, they show up. So I also like that. They are pretty close too.
I'm actually looking at how you see what you are able to learn from our family, like growing up and even to date, because still Dad talks about and is very persistent on you need to say where you are
at any given time.
At any given time. So it's become a norm. I don't really struggle sharing where I am as well as you. Now to you're smiling and your smile is so suspicious. Do I don't know.
No.
So now, I know, I think you're smiling, and I may have picked it wrongly, because whenever I ask you, where are you? Because that is the question we'll always ask each other. Even Jemo calls us, uko wapi? That's like, it's a greeting. Sasa, uko poa? Uko wapi?
Yeah.
So when I ask you, where are you? You're like, do you want to come?
Yeah.
Anyway, so do you feel, you don't have to respond to this, but do daughters marry their fathers?
They do. Oh, they do.
Really?
Absolutely do. I see similarities between my husband and my father.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah.
My husband will not assume anything.
Yeah.
If you've not told him, babe, I'm doing ABC.
Yeah.
Even if we discuss it as a group, and he's in that group, and you've not told him personally, he never heard about it. My dad was like that.
Yeah, he is still like that.
If you don't tell him personally, that is hearsay.
Yes.
He will not take it as truth.
Yeah.
And he will not follow it up.
Yeah, that's true.
My husband also is structured.
Yeah.
He plans every single thing. He's an accountant. So I think it comes with the job. But he's very structured, unlike me.
Yeah.
He's been able to actually teremsha that structure thing to our children.
Yeah.
Me, I just live for today.
Yeah.
Like whatever moves, however it works, it works.
Yeah.
Him, he needs to know yearly expenses.
Yeah.
What are we doing this year?
Yeah.
Me, I just need to know what are we doing today.
Yeah.
So you marry your opposite. So him, I see aspects of my father in him. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It has been a really amazing session. We've learned a lot about Susie's childhood experience, her entrepreneurship journey. So if you're here and you want to start entrepreneurship, do it and do it scared. The best thing is you will fail faster. Yes. That will happen to you. The best thing that will happen to you, you're going to fail faster. So do it now, do it scared, and we'll see the results. So Thank you for watching this episode. See you on the next one. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend, share. Put your comments below. What is it that has really resonated with you in this particular episode? We're talking about finances, we're talking about entrepreneurship, we're talking about juggling the different balls. So what has stood out for you and what are you taking home with you? See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.